back into SCV today, and as we usually do on this day, we bring in Mike Bjorkman from Keller Williams VIP Properties, and it's time to talk a little bit of real estate.
I love it. Let's do it.
Let's do it. And Tami, you brought it up in our last segment.
Well,
December.
I was talking to Mike in the last couple of days, and I'm like, it's December. I mean, people really sell homes in December? And he was like, Tami, this is a great time. I'm like, okay, then come on the show and talk about it.
Yeah, this is the time of the year where you're right, a lot of agents take off. I'm extremely busy, and I always have been. I have my records from 1996. We sold 12 homes in December. I have a little trophy that I hang on to forever in my office. So whenever a client comes in and says, is it really a good time? I'd like to wait till after the holidays. I say, boom, and I show that to them. Christmas especially.
He was that, boom.
Okay.
He didn't even say that. He just sets up the time. Boom.
Let my accolades speak for me.
Oh, okay.
Do you know who I
I
am?
knew these giggles weren't going to go away.
I am Mike Bjorkman.
Oh, God.
Boom.
Sorry. Okay, seriously though. Okay. December, great month to get a home sold. There's a few main reasons why. Number one, there's much less. Okay, go sit out there. Dave and I got this.
I don't even think I've got it because I'm going somewhere and I'm trying to be really. The filter is on.
Anytime anyone says real estate, I'm just going to picture Mike Bjorkman just being like,
December. Let's get back to
he
it. Let's try to focus.
walks in Keller Williams' office, like walks past the other agent's offices. He's like,
Boom, trophy, 12 homes in
Stop!
December.
You guys are going to give me a worse
do you
reputation.
know who I am? Do any of you have one of these? I don't.
By the way, who gave you the trophy?
It was just an office.
Well,
When I
you
used to
were
work at
joking this
Remax
time.
years ago, it was 1996, and that was a big thing because it was we were fresh out of the earthquake. The market was turning around. Nobody really knew what was going on. 1996 was the year the market rebound after our last turn down. So to me, that was a really big deal. It was very emotional for me. Well, I hate you. Go sit out there. Go sit out there. Okay, so anyways.
Focus.
Right. A lot of people that say, I want to wait.
Starving babies. Okay.
A lot of people that say, I want to wait till after the holidays. And I tell them, okay, I have no problem with waiting till after the holidays because I have a list of 20 people that say, Mike, January 15th, call me, we're going on the market. But the people that can deal with being on the market during the holidays are going to get their homes sold faster for higher prices because there's no inventory. I put a home on the market Saturday, somewhere I think around noon, and we had full price offer within like 2-3 hours.
What price range?
That was, we listed at $399.9. We blew it out at $405.
Okay.
The reason being is the buyers are so desperate because we already know the inventory is low. We talk about that on all the shows.
Mm-hmm.
But now, during the holidays, even worse. So any buyer that's out looking right now is dead serious. They have better things to do if they weren't serious. Christmas shopping and planning Christmas vacations, whatever. So anytime a buyer says, hey, I want to see a home right now, I take it very seriously because I go, they're dead serious.
That's a really good point. Very good
Why
point.
are they so dead serious though at this time of year?
Well, a lot of people that they're just now pre-qualified. They have goals set. Maybe for tax purposes, they have to buy before the end of the year. But it's just that there's always a good amount of buyers, and maybe the phone calls go in half. But that half of people that are calling, they're really serious about buying. So I tell my clients, look, put your home on the market during the holidays. We can take it off the market for the actual week of Christmas, the 23rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, whatever. It's just a button I push in the computer. It pulls it off the market for a few days so nobody bugs you. But the reality is if you're on the market the week before or after Christmas, those buyers are hugely
Motivated?
serious. Yeah. My favorite thing is, especially me when I do the luxury stuff, the CEOs and owners of companies, they don't work the whole month of December usually, especially the week before Christmas and 2 weeks after. They shut their companies down if they're not in retail, obviously. And they have a lot of time to look. And they like to look, they're just hanging out in their Uggs and sweats and they're out looking at homes. And a lot of corporate relocation. I work for big companies that do relo like Nestle and Ford and things like that. And they relocate their executives during the holidays. A lot of new contracts for execs start on January 1. So they need to be moved in by then. It's kind of like during the summer when the kids start school at a certain time. This, for executives and people that are being transferred, January 1 is their day where they have to be in. So if they start looking in November and the end of October to be in December, those are serious people.
Well, I would think also, for me, staging at this point would be fantastic for Christmas when you can stage your home and have the smell of fresh cookies and give someone that
you're
warm
absolutely
and fuzzy
right.
feeling
And I
when
hate
they walk
to
into
say
your
that.
home.
It's an emotional time. People are much more cheery, happy. You walk in and it does smell good. You got Christmas tree smells. Homes are decorated. People put up their trees and decorated so they've uncluttered, and they just made their houses look
And
really
they can
nice
envision
too.
themselves there the next Christmas.
It's
like,
a
oh,
very
wait, this
warm,
is great.
cozy
Yeah.
feeling, and
So
that's
you've really convinced yourself that December is a great time to sell a home.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I
Well,
firmly
you know
believe.
who this is. This is the award-winning December
Boom.
realtor.
Yeah, boom.
Boom. He convinced
From
me.
now on, we're going to introduce him as, here he is, boom,
Jesus.
boom Bjorkman.
There you go. You're Boom Boom Bjorkman now.
This is not going on my YouTube channel.
Mike, you can't help but put this on your YouTube channel.
Let me ask you a question. You mentioned that house on Saturday sold in a day, in less
Yes.
than a day,
Yes.
just a matter of hours,
Yes.
with a little bit more than their asking price.
Right.
That's been a price that a lot of people have been interested in, that 400,000
First-time
level
buyer
inside.
range.
First-time buyer range. Here in California, that's a first-time buyer range.
Right.
What about the next level up? What's the activity going for that level, the 6, 7, 8?
6 and 8 is flying off the shelves too, because again, the interest rates are so low. It's really like they're buying a $500,000 house a couple years ago. But more importantly, the equity has picked up 10, 15, and actually 20% in some of our markets. So if somebody, owed 100 grand on their home, but now they're able to sell for 125, now they have equity to sell and move up. Because everybody knows this is the time to move up. Your home that depreciated, that you're moving up to, depreciated at a greater value. When it turns around, it's going to appreciate at a greater value.
Right.
So if they can hurry up and buy the home at discounted prices with really low interest rates, it's the perfect storm. So the move-up buyers are actually starting to move now. We have over 35% standard sales now, which means people's equity position is better. So they have to go somewhere, and they're going to go right up into that $600,000 to $800,000 range, which is fantastic because, like I said on last week's show, that's what bumps the luxury market into moving. So now we're in full swing. Everything's moving. The little teeny condos that were all short sales and foreclosures, we're seeing a lot more standard sales. Appraisals are all over the place right now because people will pay anything to get into a home right now. So
Are you making the prediction that the bottom has happened? We are on the upswing, and we are back to
sure.
an uptrend that will last how long? And
that's something we don't know. We don't
Right.
have the crystal ball. We broke that a long time ago in the earthquake. But what?
well, you smashed it with your trophy.
Yeah, bam!
Going every time you went, boom, Bjorkman.
God. So, okay, I made the prediction in 2010.
This whole interview, I've just been like, hold it together. I got the giggle bug. I can't help it.
That's all right. Okay.
Boom Boom's fault.
Okay. I made the prediction in 2010 we'd hit rock bottom in 2011. We proved that statistically. That's when we hit rock bottom. We've gone up ever since then. I don't see any slowdown, especially for the Southern California market. The entire country is, picked up a lot. And I don't even want to say it, but this fiscal cliff is absolute bull. It's not going to happen. We're not going to have this big thing that everybody's worried about. We could probably say that for another show. I can talk forever on that. But I believe it's going to continue to go. There's no reason not to.
Right.
As soon as we start selling homes, every home I sell affects 20 jobs and creates 2 new ones. We're doing a lot of that.
Let me ask you, if you've got
Go right
something,
ahead.
fire it off. But it just hit me. When the downturn, you talked about that downturn in '96.
Yeah, 94 was our
It
worst
goes
year
down,
'cause
and
of
it
the
started to
earthquake.
turn around.
95 stable, 96 up.
Did we see low inventory during that time in '95? So in other words,
No,
is
no,
the
no.
pattern
95,
repeating?
no. We had more than we knew what to do with.
But did my question, because we have very low inventory of houses right now, has the pattern, is history repeating itself,
Yeah,
basically?
It's
Is
worse
that one of the
this
telltale
time
signs?
Because we have less inventory today than we did at the top of the market 2003, 2004. We have less inventory now, but we have way more population. So the supply and demand is much greater of a demand for property. So anybody that wants to argue that we're not in an upswing in Santa Clarita, they're crazy. The writing's on the wall. Maybe the last market they didn't watch. But I was there, and we're seeing 20, 30 offers again. I hate to repeat ourselves on every show, but it's important for Santa Clarita. It really is. Yeah. So now during the holidays, traditionally years ago, was a slow time. We're not slowing down.
That's awesome.
Mike Bjorkman.
Boom, boom, Bjorkman.
Boom, boom, Bjorkman.
Mike,
you
boom,
are the
boom,
man.
It's very debatable what we're going to do with this show.
Oh, you got to. I'm seeing it now. Boomboom.com.
Yeah.
BoomboomBjorkman.com. I'm going to go register it right now.
I think we're going to put up a graphic, for more information on Boom Boom. Go see Mike. Yeah.
Go to commercial.
Victor Gill from Burbank Airport is on the program. He is going to join us and follow Boom Boom Bjorkman. So stay tuned.